Now time to hop on a plane down to the sunshine state of Florida, where we get to hear from an amazing candidate for the House of Representatives, Annette Taddeo, who, by the way, I just interviewed a few weeks ago for my podcast. In 2017, Annette became the first Latina Democrat elected to the state Senate in Florida history, and she flipped a Senate seat that was held by a Republican at that time. Now she's running to flip a U.S. House district that's currently held by Republican Maria Salazar, and she is the perfect person for the job. If you don't know her, you need to. Please welcome Annette Taddeo.
My name is Annette Taddeo, and I am the Democratic nominee for Florida 27. We just won our primary overwhelmingly, so we're on cloud nine, but we're ready for the general, and we're ready to beat Maria Elvira Salazar, who is someone who needs to be beat. Look, here in Miami, as the first Latina Democrat elected to the Florida Senate, yes, it took until 2017. I can tell you that there are a lot of politicians, especially, that love to talk about freedom. But I can tell you that you cannot be about freedom in Cuba and Venezuela and Nicaragua and many other places, like my opponent, if you're not going to defend freedom and democracy right here on US soil. And that's what this fight is about. It's about our democracy. So we're going to make history again. I wasn't just the first Latina, I was also the first Jewish Hispanic legislator in Florida history, and I will be the first Jewish Latina congresswoman. So I look forward to breaking barriers again and making history with your help. This is a winnable seat. This is a seat that Donna Shalala used to have. And it's a seat that it is 75% Hispanic. So we know that with my background, I'm the daughter of an American pilot who was from New Jersey, fought in World War II and Korea, and was sent to Colombia. And I moved here when I was 17 because that same dad, who is my hero, was kidnapped by the FARC, a Marxist terrorist group. And I came alone to the United States, to Alabama, learned English, went through some tough times, but throughout my life, all of these tough obstacles along the way have made me so much stronger and able to win in these tough races. The race that I won, and this is Mocha, the race that I won for in 2017 was the first race in the country to flip from red to blue. And I do represent a seat that Trump carried by 6 points. So I know how to win in very tough places. This is not a seat that Trump carried by 6 points. This is a +1 Democratic seat, and we are going to beat Maria Elvira Salazar with your help. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Annette Taddeo. If there's anybody that can flip that seat, it is her. Also, we are very pro dogs here. I think if the last 4 years of the Trump administration taught us anything, it's that you should always trust dog people. I'd like to introduce you to another major force who helps Field Team 6's candidates win their elections. Meet phone bank czar Ashley Craig, a volunteer and super organizer who makes sure that they connect with and register as many new Democrats as they can all year, every year.
I'm Jesuit educated, so I've always been taught that you're supposed to make a difference. Like, the more you have, the more you're supposed to give. I oversee all of the Field Team 6 phone banks.
Hello, what do you want?
So what that entails is acting as the main point of contact for anyone that wants to run a phone bank or any volunteer that has any issues with phone banks. Whenever I lead a phone bank, I also like to phone bank myself. I think the key to success is having the right level of expectations.
How's that?
You may not reach anybody, but then somebody else who was on your team that day reached 4 people. So that's a win for everybody. Every single call you make is helpful. If you find out that somebody's moved, that's great. We can update that information. If it's the wrong number, disconnected, all of those are really helpful, and it definitely cleans up our data. Our data is really our power. So having that data accurate is incredibly important. Collectively, we've made a lot of calls. We've made over 100,000 calls this year alone. So that's pretty darn good. I think if we all go in with a great attitude that we're making a difference, then that makes it for a really rewarding experience. Sorry. Maybe we need to redo that. By the way, that is very common with my phone banks. I have 4 dogs, and they always bark during my phone bank trainings. I was a lodging and gaming analyst at Morgan Stanley. I know Donald Trump. I met with him before, and I refused to have anything to do with him professionally because he was not a legitimate business person. So I was absolutely horrified that he won in 2016. So after that happened, I told myself there was no way it was going to happen again. So I put every ounce of energy I had into electing Joe Biden in 2020. I just love Field Team 6. I love the organization of the group. I love the professionalism. I love the attitude, the kind of fun camaraderie that comes with it. It makes it really easy for all of us to get to work and to be effective.
Who's calling?
Well, what number is it?
Well, what number are you calling?
Well, I'm calling your number.
Thank you so much to Ashley.